Hey everybody, we're going to talk about generators today, and I'm going to show you a lot of ways to save money in generators and have something for everybody to do whatever it is that you need. But the key thing, this doesn't have to be expensive. Follow along. I'm going to show you a ton of ways to save some money. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below so you get this new info every time I put it out, a couple videos every week. Usually I think I'm publishing them on Saturday and Wednesday, I think, somewhere there. You'll see them, but they come out. Hit the subscribe button. But with a generator, there's basically three different types. You have conventional generators, you have inverter generators, and then you have your portable inverter little units that convert DC to AC kind of thing. We're going to talk about each of them. And again, I'm going to show you ways to save tremendous amounts of money in the process, show you what you need for each, but this way you're set for storms, power outages, being able to run things if you're running them for an RV, for running tools, for running this kind of stuff. I'm going to walk you through each of these, show you some of the differences and what the best thing is. And again, I'm going to save you some money in the process. So follow along as I show you here. All right, everyone, now we're going to be talking about conventional generators. This is a conventional generator, not an inverter generator or anything like that we were talking about earlier. This conventional type generator is a very affordable option. Because of the fact that it's not true clean power. It's straight up more raw power, where the inverters are clean power and they go through some extra processes in there. You can look it up if you want to. I don't want to bore you with too many details, but generators are great. The downside to something like this is going to be the noise level. That's going to be the big one. The noise level, and this is not something you want to plug delicate electronics into. You want to plug those more into inverters because they are a clean power with a much less. These have got more power spikes to them. Not horrible and not anything to really worry about for 90% of the stuff we're doing, but it's not smooth power like a generator. This does have some fluctuation to it, or smooth power like an inverter does. But these things are very affordable. They run like a tank. They just work all the time. They're incredible. They do an awesome job, and their prices are very affordable. This one here is my champion one. This is ones we use. We're in my boat. This is my bow fishing boat that I use my generator for it. This is our 4,500 surge watts. Now surge watts means that basically that's that peak. So when you start up, like when you first plug in a fridge, it's going to jump and spike real high, and then it stabilizes and comes down. That surge watt means that this can handle that bigger spike in the beginning up to 4,500 watts, and then it continuously runs. It can run up to 3,650 watts is what it can continuously run. So that kind of gives you that layout so that you understand what you're actually talking about there. This particular generator here has a 122/44 prong plug, and it's got an RV plug, and it's got a standard 120 plug on there. With this one here, because you only have one of these plugs, if you were using it for at home, you wanted to run it, you may very well, with any of these generators, want to get something like this that will let you plug into here and then run multiples on it. These are not cheap or not expensive. I mean, these are very affordable. I'll have links to a couple different variations for you down below. This one is for one of my other generators. It's 3-prong, but you would plug right into that, and then you could actually run 3 different extension cords off this, or you have the one that you could run right there too. So with the generator like this though, very simple, very conventional, very functional. This 4,500 watt, 3,650 continuous watt generator, this is really all you need. Weighs about 110 pounds, and this will run it'll let you in a power outage run everything that you need to in your house, with the exception of your air conditioner, maybe some furnaces you may not be able to, but you can be able to run water, you can be able to run electricity, you can be able to do a lot of that kind of stuff. You can even on the simplest level take this and set it out there, plug this into it, and run a few extension cords and power strips and power some lamps and your TV and your DVD player and your laptops and whatever you want to do basically, so that you guys can function, run your fridge or freezer. But this is a fantastic, super affordable, do pretty much everything you want to generator. I will have a link for this below. This one, this is my second one of these, and I've been running them for about 8 years total. And they're built like a beast. This generator is dirt cheap money wise, cost wise. You'll see it in the link. And it just holds up very well. Downside, noisy. So if I start this, and then I wanted to talk, let me start it up here for you. Now this one here is also pull start only. But as you can see, it's pretty easy pull start. But it probably helps if I turn it on actually as I'm doing this. Now it fires up, then when I switch the tools off, standing right next to it, you can hear how loud this generator is. You can see it's screaming pretty. I gotta talk pretty loud for you to hear me over this generator. The one downside is too an actual generator like this standard generator is that road light. Turn that off so you can hear me, but as you can see, they're loud. I tried to talk a little bit in there so you could hear the differences, and I had to really raise my voice hoping that you would hear me over the power of this thing. They're pretty loud. When we're here on the boat, they're up under the cab, so I'm not reaching in there to get them out right now under the deck, but for anybody that's not on the deck fishing, if they're going to be sitting back here, we actually have earful, you know, like shooter earmuffs. We have 2 sets back there. For anybody who wants to sit down back here, they can have on while they're sitting next to this, because it does make some noise. But again, if the cost is super affordable and you're getting high quality generator. So that's your conventional simple generator. It's a great option, fantastic idea, great setup to have. They work fantastic. You know, they're real simple. Put a little gas in it, put some, you know, make sure it's got oil, and you're done. They're very simple. You can get them with wheel kits too. I'll probably throw a wheel kit in there for you as well too as a link if you want to pull this around. Like I said, it's about 110 pounds, not very heavy. I have mine sitting on a mat just for vibration so it doesn't move around or anything in here in the boat. But like I said, fantastic option. They come in all different sizes, but honestly speaking, I mean, for most stuff that you're going to do, unless you're trying to run your entire house with no problem and you're going to hook up, have an electrician come out and put a whole house switch over hookup box in there so that when the power goes out, you just plug it in and flip a switch, which costs you a few hundred, $500-600 to have that all set up with your electrician. But if you're not doing that, and you're just going to use a generator to run the essentials and things like that, plus you want one for camping, you want one for doing some things in the garage, this is a fantastic option, something simple like this. All right, now we're going to talk about an inverter generator. Okay, an inverter generator is nice because it takes that spike power curve that you get like this with a normal conventional generator, and it flattens that out, and it keeps it to a much tighter threshold for a much cleaner power. It basically takes that raw power and smooths it, cleans it, and inverts it, and then puts it out of the outlets here for you. So an inverter generator is great to be able to plug high sensitive things like your high definition TVs, your laptops, any of that kind of stuff. You can plug that into an inverter generator. This is the one we use in the RV. It's fantastic for that. Now this is a Predator brand, but I'm going to show you ways to get something that's basically the identical thing and save a ton of money and have a lot better options. Check the description below. Actually, I'll put a link. Actually, somewhere in here, I'm going to show you some things on here because I bought this based on a recommendation of a bunch of friends. I know quite a few people in the boat fishing world and quite a few friends in the camping world that have this same one. I bought it. I paid what I paid for it, $700 something, $760, plus tax and all that kind of stuff. Well, I found on Amazon that Northern Tools, okay, it's a major company, very well-known companies where you get those big tool catalogs from, but Northern Tool they design their own branded generators as well. Like this one comes from Harbor Freight. Predator is Harbor Freight's version, okay? Well, Northern Tools makes the same exact generator in their Power Horse model, same exact same generator, made probably by the same company in China as all these things are, but same exact generator, and it's $70 less money and free shipping on Amazon. And this one, when I bought this, they wanted to give me a 1-year service plan for $97 or a 2-year service plan through Harbor Freight for $157. If you buy the Power Horse version on Amazon, right there, it says right on there, you get a 4-year service plan for $74.99. So had I known that, had I been smarter, I would have not bought this particular one. I would have bought the one I'm putting the link down to below for that reason. It's a much better, it's the same exact generator for $70 less and you get your extended warranty if you want one for literally, so much cheaper. So it's a way better option. But these inverter generators, this one's fantastic. This is a Predator. It's 3,500 watt surge, 3,500 watt surge. Which means, again, that surge, like if you plug your fridge in, it's going to fire up hard. That's going to surge up real high to get it started, and then it's going to calm down and run continuously. Well, that jump up and then that continuous, that surge is what this is. That's that surge power. This has got 3,500 watt surge power with 3,000 watt continuous power. It will run pretty much anything in any of your RVs. I can take my RV and plug my RV right into this, and I can run my entire thing, including my air conditioner, including my heat, including everything I need. I can run the entire RV off of this generator. Same with your house. You're not going to probably run your home air conditioner or things like that, but it will, in storms and power outages, this thing will be a gold mine. It will get you through everything, just like the conventional one would. This just much better. Now, the other advantage to a inverter generator is the noise factor. So now what's nice with this is I don't know what order I'm playing this in, because I've actually shown you already. I did the video for the conventional generator, so it's either before or after you're seeing this. But in that one, the conventional one was a pole start generator, and it was very loud. This one, very, very quiet. With this, and this being electric start, makes it really nice. I hit that. Oh, probably because it's cold, I should put it on start. Then you go to run. And listen to how nice and quiet that is. I can talk naturally and normally over top of that. So much quieter. I'm sitting right here. It makes no noise. It doesn't bother anything. It's really nice for when we're in the RV. We can have this running right outside the RV, and it's not like the one in my bow fishing boat is. Nice, quiet, simple, clean power. Very good setup, and very affordable as well too. They're not ridiculously expensive, and they're built to last and run. They work incredible. So you can see that's a fantastic option. I'm gonna turn it back off. But it is nice having the electric start option on there. They sip fuel. This runs a lot longer on gas than what the conventional ones do. They're just a more hybrid, efficient version of it. Think of the I don't really know how to word it. The conventional generator is more like the AK rifle in that world. It's that very sloppy, always works, crude, rude, poor fit and finish, but it functions. This is more that AR-15 kind of style, right here, where everything is, a lot of technology involved, smooth sailing, runs like a sewing machine, but everything is tight, perfect fit and finish, smooth throughout. That's basically what you're getting with one of these. It's the same kind of concept here. Conventional ones are great, and they save you a lot of money, but they're loud, noisy, and a pain in the butt sometimes in that level. Inverters, they're going to cost a little more money, but they take everything to a whole new level for you. So that's the advantage to one of these here kind of thing. But this one here, fantastic. But again, I wouldn't buy this particular brand. Not when there's you can save, almost $100 on the same exact one by a very reputable company who also offers a service plan. It's phenomenal for way less money for up to 4 years, and you can have it shipped to your house for free. And they will also there's those Northern Tool stores are in a lot of places. You can actually bring it right there and have it serviced right there if you needed to, and they carry the parts for them as well too. So that's the route I would go. I wish I would have known that ahead of time and did that, but it's kind of my job to make sure you guys are steered in the right direction. So I will put all that info in the link below for you for this, the Power Horse version of this, which, like I said, I think is a smarter buy. But that gives you the inverter generator option. That kind of breaks that down for you. All right. Now for the simple version, the very basic version of this that actually a lot of people don't understand, but it's the most affordable way to be able to take care of your house in a power outage, things like that. These are incredible. They are dirt cheap in money, very, very affordable, under $100. But this is basically, this one's made by Cobra, but this is an 800 watt inverter. Now, what this means is that this will basically invert your DC power, which is your DC power in your car, and turn it into AC power for your house. Now, this is an incredible thing for a few reasons we're going to mention, but this particular one, 800 watts with 1600 watt surge. Again, that surge is at peak. So if you're going through a power outage and you're worried about your stuff in your freezer going out, when you start that freezer up, it might have a big spike, a big power spike when it fires up, and then it spikes, and then it comes down and runs gradual. This can tolerate those kind of power spikes. This can handle that startup spike without it tripping the fuse in this thing. So it can handle that surge of 1600 watts and then level out. Keep in mind, you can buy a 1,000-watt generator that has like 1,200 surge watts, smaller than this, for like $500. And you got to put gas in it and mess with it. The beauty of this is the simplicity of it. It hooks up to your car. So if the power goes out, you basically just walk out to your car and you lift the hood, you connect this to your battery, and then you run your extension cords and you plug your stuff right in here and you turn it on. And then you're good to go. And then you come out. Now, this will drain your battery eventually. So what you want to do is you want to basically, like when we do it, we would run it where we would run this for, basically we run it for every hour. About every hour we come out, we turn the car on for an hour. So we'll run it without it for an hour. Let it with the car off, we can run this for about an hour, and then we come out, we turn the car on, let the car run for an hour. Think about that. It cracks me up every time I go to a store in the power outages and in the storms. You walk into Home Depot, you see everybody running around buying generators, and they got one gas can. Okay, most of these big 7,000 and 8,000 watt generators and stuff like that, they're going to run on 5 gallons of gas for about 7 hours. That's what 7-8 hours is what you're going to get. Now, these ones that I've shown you in this video, they run a lot longer because they're smaller and they're more efficient. But you see these guys buy those. Think about your car. You got like a 15 or 20 or 30 gallon, depending on your car. My truck's got a 36 gallon gas tank in it. 36 gallons of gas, and it basically burns and sips fuel. It doesn't burn anything idling. It can idle forever. And I can pull that right up to in my backyard, right up by my slider, connect this right to it, run those extension cords right in the house, and we can run everything we need in a power outage off of this unit. And then about every hour, we set the little stupid white kitchen timer so we don't forget. When it beeps, we go out there, we start the truck. We let it run for another hour. Turn it off. That way the alternator in the car is charging the battery, and then all that stuff is working this. So it does work fantastic. It'll let you run your TV. It'll let you run some lights. It'll let you basically have the functionality that you want. It will run a refrigerator. It will run a freezer. Not all at once, but you can do that stuff, and you can maintain everything through a power outage for a dirt cheap price. I will have links down to this below, but these are just invaluable. This is what my wife uses. Before we had the RV generator, which we bought because we bought the RV. That's that Predator model, or the Power Horse that I put the link for below. We had the generator that we got in a boat. It would be too hard for me to be gone on a wedding and for her to come out and try and get that 110-pound generator out of the boat, carry it over to the house, hook it up, and run it. Instead, we bought this. If the power goes out while I'm gone, she pulls her Explorer right up by the door, she opens the hood, connects this to the hood, starts the car, plugs in her stuff, runs everything that she needs to in the house, couple lights, TV, that sort of stuff, and she can go for days on this. And like I said, as long as you got gas in your car, you're fine. I mean, you could literally survive for a 2-week power outage with a full tank of gas in your car and running just this and not lose any of your food, not have any problems, or not have to deal with anything. Dirt cheap in price, very functional, very affordable, and does exactly what you need it to. And it's a great way to, this is a staple item as far as we're concerned. There's actually 2 of these. We have this one. I have I don't know if you can see it, but I got a 400 watt right here. We have a 400 watter hanging right here. We also have a 600 watter in the house as well too. And then we have this one right here, this 800 watt. Sorry, my phone's ringing and it's literally all the way on the other side of the garage, so there's no possible way for me to get to it to turn it off right now. But you cannot go wrong. Something like this can be a game changer in a power outage. Highly recommend it. And there will be a link down below for this too. Alright, what we have here, this here, my own homemade invention. People ask all the time, what do you do? You see it in forums all the time. How do you run a generator in the rain outside? Well, if you're running an RV or if you're in a storm, or something like that, and you got a power outage, just chances are it's going to be raining out. You want to be able to protect and run that RV. You can put a board over top of it. They sell kits for them. You can do things, but when we're in the RV, we need something lightweight and simple. This is my own invention. What we have here is basically a tree stand umbrella. I had one laying around in the attic. What I did is I put a fiberglass pole here, and as you can see, if I bring this in closer, you can see I just slid it right inside of there. Just slides right in. Then I did put a brass cup holder in there too. Reason I did one of these instead of a standard set screw, now I can unscrew this now by hand and take this apart, and this whole thing folds up very little and compact, but I can also hook guy lines to that if I want to. But I take this simple little tree stand umbrella that you get for like 15 bucks, 18 bucks, some of them 20 bucks, depends on where you're getting it at. And what I do is I just take it, and when my generator's sitting out there, I then just take this next to it right here, put it right in the ground, and I just stick this down into the ground like that. And now my generator is completely out of the rain. Sweet, simple, easy, functional, works like a champ, and now any rain that hits that is not getting on my generator, and I can run it outdoors. I didn't have to build anything creative, do anything fancy, and it works fantastic. And I can raise it up or lower, but with that long fiberglass rod, it just sticks right in there perfect and works like a champ. And so just something sweet, simple, and easy. Doesn't have to be anything elaborate, but that's a good little tip for you to be able to run your generator outside when it's raining out. Now again, you can put a board on it. You can do something like that if you want to. You can make something out of some PVC and run it with a tarp on there. Whatever you want to do is easy. But for us in the RV, this system is fantastic because I can then just simply quickly undo this brass hook that's in here that I have in there, pull this apart, take this right down, it comes right off of there, and this whole thing folds up nice and small, and it goes right into its own little kit. And I have this really little simple unit right here that, like I said, I can stick in that kit with the guy lines. Guy lines are nice for this case. It does get real windy, but that little kit right there is everything that I need. I'm hoping you can see it. There you go. But that little kit is my cover for when we're in the RV for over top of that, so I can use it when it rains out. So a little tip for you. Thanks for watching.